too. The stage and lights are all set up, so now we proudly present to you the Orchard Elementary Group Page Sing Show. The Orchard Elementary Group Page Sing Show. The Orchard Elementary Group Page Sing Show. The Orchard Elementary Group Page Sing Show.
It's summer break.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Seems like you're dressed for some... Oh wow,
Hi. Happy Friday, Orchard.
who knew that was over there? I did. We've been waiting for you to come to this place. Waiting for you to come to this place. Wherever you're from, we're glad that you've come. We've been waiting for you to come to this place. If you want to sing, we've been waiting for you. And if you don't want to sing, we've been waiting for you. Wherever you're from, we're glad that you've come. We've been waiting for you to come to this place. You know, when we started this like 11 weeks ago, I didn't really think we were going to actually keep going all the way into the summer. But here we are.
It was so unexpected.
Here we are. And it's been pretty great because we have even more people who are lining up to be guests on the show. And we're excited to share their stories with you. And they're excited to share their stories with you. And we're going to keep doing that. And just this week, we reached out to even a couple more people, a couple more musicians, and we're going to share their songs with you.
Yeah, we're so excited.
Yeah. But it is summer, so if you want to swim, we've been waiting for you. But if you like to dance, we've been waiting for you. Wherever you're from, we're glad that you come. We've been waiting for you to come to this place. I was trying my TikTok dance.
Oh dear.
I don't know. And if you want to play, we've been waiting for you. If you want to eat ice cream,
I do.
I wish we tried it.
We tried to make our own ice cream and it was just
I don't
pretty.
know. We'll see. I put it in the freezer.
We
We've
hope.
been waiting for you. Wherever you're from, we're glad that you've come. We've been waiting for you to come to this place. We've been waiting for you to come to this place. Waiting for you to come to this place. Wherever you're from, we're glad that you've come. We've been waiting for you to come to this place. And I just want to say something to Henry out there if he's listening. Henry, don't worry. After the show's over, we're not going to wait anymore, and we'll just we'll come back, and next week we'll wait. But we would love to see you sometime, and thanks for thinking of us. Henry is a little worried that we were always just standing here waiting for like 11 weeks. We've just been waiting. Henry, thank you for your concern. We're doing just fine. All right.
Well, this week it is my absolute pleasure to talk to you a little bit about a local farm that has been near and dear to our family's hearts. The Soilborn Farms is a farm that we have visited and participated and been a part of for several years now. A place where we have found seasonal produce. We've gone and attended and learned from a variety of classes. We have met some really amazing people there. We've brought friends there and out-of-town family members there to spend wonderful experiences out on the farm. We've also gained a lot of inspiration for our own gardens, and they have been key players in supporting me on my big journey to rebuilding our school gardens over at Orchard. And a couple years ago now, I was going to a family bread baking class with some friends and our family, and the instructors walked out, and sure enough, one of my former students, a third grader from years ago, was now my teacher. And it is always so fun to reconnect with our students and to find out what they're doing as they've grown up and the kind of life that they're, on their path to. And that day was such a great day to reconnect with Lacey and to learn from her and to share our story of our garden. At the time, we were just about to rebuild our garden, and it had been a long journey up to that point. She generously has donated her time, her energy, her expertise to come to my classroom several times and also to our garden gathering. So it's my deep pleasure to introduce our first special guest of our summer series, Lacey Carlson, as she takes us on a tour of their harvesting session out at Soil-Born Farms.
Hello, Orchard Eagles. This is Lacey. I'm here at Soil-Born Farms where I work. Usually we have all kinds of kids around, but since there haven't been many around these days, I have been working really hard with the farmers. And today I'm going to take you with me while we harvest some potatoes. It's going to be a lot of fun. Potatoes are my favorite thing to harvest, and I'm excited that you're going to get to see it. We've got these awesome greens, and I don't see any potatoes here on the top because what part of a plant is a potato? It's almost like a root. It's a tuber. So to get down, I have to take this fork. I'm gonna dig into the ground. Dig it up. And then check this out. Whoa. So you can see I have my roots here, and then the potatoes are hanging down all over here. So we're going to take the potatoes off, stick them in a bin, and then my friend Emily here is going to pull out our potato plant. Check that out. Potatoes are a tuber, which means they're right between the stem and the root of the plant. Check that out. To plant our potatoes a long time ago, we took a little bit of potato and we buried it in the ground. And we let it grow and grow and grow, and then we kept covering it up with dirt every time a leaf shot up. And now that it is summertime almost, our potatoes are ready to be harvested. Thank you, farmers! Orchard Eagles. I had a lot of fun, but now I've got to get back to work. There is so much to do on the farm these days, but I hope you are having a wonderful Friday, and I hope to see you soon when the farm opens up again. Thank you.
Thank you, Lacey. I always learn so much when I'm around you, and just the last week of school, one of my students, we were chatting about all the things that were important to us this year, all the memorable moments, and one of my students was asking, how is she doing? And so I really appreciate you and all the farmers and the hard work you're doing, taking time to share with us a little bit of your story today.
Yeah, so when we were watching your video, we were thinking about potatoes, appropriately. And we thought, why not sing a song about potatoes? See, there's a song we've been singing at our morning sing assemblies for a while now by a musician on the East Coast named Cheryl Wheeler. And hi, Cheryl, if you happen to be watching this. I contacted her just the other day to see if it would be okay if we sang that song on Sing Show, and she said, sure, add it to the list. And so here it is. It is a song about potatoes. And so the story is she was walking through the woods with her dog, and her dog named James. And she got the Mexican hat dance song stuck in her head. You know that part? And as she was walking, she also had potato stuck in her head for some reason. And so she decided to try to fit the word potato in the song in an interesting way so that all the syllables had their own little moment to shine.
I love that. I love when people have a creative challenge.
Yeah, and it's nice to have constraints sometimes because it helps to push your creativity. So thank you, Cheryl, for sharing this song and writing this song. And this is the song about potatoes. They're red, they're white, they're brown. They get that way underground. There can't be much to do, so now they have blue ones too. We don't care what they look like, we'll eat them. Any way they can fit on our plate, any way we can conjure to heat them. We're delighted and think they're just great. Potato, 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 potato. You did it.
Sometimes miracles happen.
I guess the use is sometimes we ditch the skin to eat what it's holding in. Sometimes we'd rather please have just the outside with cheese. They have eyes but they do not have faces. I don't know if they stare at the dirt by just staring around in dark places where they only can stare at the dirt. Potato, 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 potato. I was so yeah right. I was just gonna say. I am known to make up words sometimes when I don't know them.
It's okay.
I do know this part. I guess the uses can't for other parts of the plant, but that which grows in view is eating potato too. I imagine them under their acres, out in Idaho and up in Maine, maybe wondering if they'll be bakers, or knishes, or latkes, or plain. Potato, 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 potato. What happened?
Erase that.
Potato, 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 potato.
One thing I've learned at Sing, years and years of, morning Sing, I have learned that, you know what? If you just keep smiling and having a good time, it doesn't matter if you get a little tongue-tied or, forget the
Henry,
words.
I just want to, you put a comment in there, and of course you can come to our house once everything's a little more back to normal. Maybe we'll have some social distancing.
Are we ever normal?
I don't know. But we want to say hey to Kimberly, and we want to say hi to Naomi and Sophia and the family.
The Pacheco family.
Oh my gosh, they're out there too.
We love you all.
Yeah, we saw you on the little break there when Lacey was sharing.
I'm sure there's more of you out there listening and singing with us. We're so glad you're all here.
Type in a comment. Just let us know you're there. Just say, hey, this is so-and-so, and we're here. We like to know who's joining us on our show.
And share where you're from. I mean, some weeks we've had people from as far away as Atlanta, Georgia, Japan. Yeah, so, let us know where you're singing from and having a great time today.
Yeah. And thanks again to Cheryl for sharing her song. And
so much fun.
Sorry about the little tongue-tied thing, but I have to say, it's part of the song, right? I mean, you did that on purpose, I know. Thanks. Well, this is another classic. This is one that... When I was a kid,
brings you back.
It does. I sang this song when I was just a little one, and I thought it was hilarious and so clever. I don't know. You'll have to decide. This is a echo song. So I sing, we'll sing, and then you sing, and then
I can sing the echo.
And yeah, you can sing the echo with Jen.
Out. Yeah.
And I'll sing, and then we're gonna sing the whole thing together. You'll see how it works.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. This is called, for lack of a better title, The Bear Song. The other day, I met a bear. Out in the woods. Away up me.
He sized up me.
I sized up him.
I sized up him.
He looked at me, I looked at him. He sized up me, I sized up him. He said to me,
Why don't you
run?
Why don't you run?
I see you ain't
I see you ain't
got any gun.
got any gun.
He said to me, why don't you run? I see you ain't got any gun. And so I ran
So I ran
away from there.
away from there.
And right behind
And right behind
me was that
me
bear.
was that bear.
And so I ran away from there. And right behind me was that bear.
Scary.
Yeah, I barely made it. Well, I looked ahead.
I looked ahead.
Oh, there was a tree.
There was a tree.
A great big tree.
A great big tree.
Oh, glory be.
Oh, glory be.
I looked ahead, there was a tree. A great big tree, oh, glory be. One of those big redwoods. Yeah, it was pretty tall. So tall, you know what? The nearest branch
The nearest
that
branch
was 10 feet up.
was 10 feet up.
I'd have to jump
I'd have to jump
and trust my luck.
and trust my luck.
The nearest branch was 10 feet up. I'd have to jump and trust my luck. And I'm no NBA star. In fact, I have a hard time just touching the rim, especially when I was that age. That age. But you know, I jumped into the air,
Into the air.
but I missed that branch
But I missed that branch.
away up there.
Way up there.
And so I jumped into the air, but I missed that branch away up there. Now don't you fret,
Now don't you fret.
and don't you frown,
And don't you fret.
'cause I caught that branch
You got that branch.
on the way back
On
down.
the way back down.
Now don't you fret, and don't you frown, 'cause I caught that branch on the way back down. Yeah, see, that's the part. I just laughed
Favorite
and
part.
laughed. I thought it was so clever. And I thought I was so clever every time I sang this song and I got to that part.
You still feel clever.
Not really. It's like I always felt like I wrote it. I mean, this was, honestly, if you talk to any of the kids when I was younger, like probably in my early teens,
We would challenge
when I
them.
was they would say, it was like, they would know this song, and they'd say, yeah, Josh used to sing that song at camps and things like that all the time. Youth activities. And he thought he was so clever. I mean, I didn't make it up, but
But you could
I
have.
could have. That's all there is.
That's all there is.
There ain't no more.
There ain't no more.
Unless I sing
Unless I sing.
this song once more. That's all there is. There ain't no more. Unless I sing this song once more. What do you think? The others? No? Maybe not. That's all there is. There ain't no more. I guess I won't sing this song anymore.
That's good time.
It's clever.
It's good
It's clever.
times, yeah.
I love those old songs. It's like, so,
Speaking
this
of reaching out to people, you
is-
know, this first episode of the summer series, we couldn't have just one special guest. I mean, we love Lacey,
Mhm.
don't get me wrong, but, you know, there's summer break. It's like, you gotta pack in some fun things.
Yeah, and you know, last Saturday
about it.
was actually National Yo-Yo Day. National Yo-Yo Day on June 6th. It was National Yo-Yo Day, and maybe you didn't know. That's okay. Here at Sing Show, we celebrate the holidays whenever we want. And so this Friday and this Saturday, we're going to call this our semi-national Yo-Yo Day, because some of you nationally will celebrate Yo-Yo Day today and tomorrow. And to share with us today, we have a special guest. But before we do, thought you'd like to know a little bit about the yo-yo, because it's a pretty awesome toy. In fact, it's one of the oldest toys. It's thought to be originally invented in China, and there's some evidence to support that. But it was coincidentally, it was the first time it was actually mentioned was actually 500 BCE, and that was in ancient Greece. So it was actually written down in a document somewhere, a scroll or chisel. I don't know what.
It was on the wall.
It was, yeah. Saw the yo-yo. Now, It was actually in the 1930s that it became popular here in the United States, and as a toy for kids. That yo-yo was invented by the Duncan brothers, the one that's so famous and popular today. Coincidentally, the yo-yo invented in around 1930, and coincidentally, I think it was pretty amazing. 25 years later, Yo-Yo Ma was born. I don't know. Something happened out there. Now, there's talk that maybe this used to be considered a weapon, that the yo-yo was used as a weapon. And if you mention this at the YoLex yo-yo meetup and Will happens to be there, he will right away turn and tell you that is absolutely not true. The yo-yo was never actually used as a weapon. It was a marketing idea by the Duncan brothers to try to make the yo-yo more popular. Because weapons and things, dangerous toys, sounded kind of more cool, like the Red Ryder BB gun and bows and arrows, which were popular at the time. So they were trying to sell their toy. There is some evidence that there was a certain rock tied to a string that was used in the Philippines, but it didn't really function the same way as a yo-yo. I would not call it a yo-yo. It's just more yode, and then you could pull it back in. And one last thing I thought you might like before we get started with our guest here is you might want to know some words that rhyme with yo-yo, because if you want to write a poem about yo-yos later for National Yo-Yo Day and post it here on the Sing Show, here's some words you could use. Solo, photo, polo, dobro, loco, coco, logo, ono, type of fish, como, mojo, roadshow, bozo, moto, romo, obo, mono, volvo, Frodo, rojo, and YOLO. All right. Yeah, that's all I've got. All right, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our guest today to celebrate National Yo-Yo Day, here to celebrate with us. Since he started yo-yoing in 2011, he has been an ambassador for the sport, and now he is an instructor at the club that got him started with the yo-yo, the YoLex Yo-Yo Club in Roseville here. He's a writer for Yo-Yo Skills and a member of the Monkey Finger Design Team. It's a yo-yo design company.
Hello.
Where he's been a part of the product development and promotion. He's also a strong competitor in 5A yo-yo division. He's going to tell you a little bit about that. And is finished in the top 5 at the U.S. Nationals in 2015. And in 2016, he won first place in the Cal State 5A tournament. He likes to compete and experiment with trick composition, but his big passion has been promoting yo-yoing and connecting with people that he meets in the yo-yo community. I am so excited and happy to introduce to you a good friend of ours and an amazing ambassador for the yo-yo, Will Hahn.
Hello, viewers of the Orchard Elementary group page Sing Show, that's the one. Hi, my name is Will. I'm here to celebrate National Yo-Yo Day with you guys. I'm really glad you guys can be here to celebrate National Yo-Yo Day with myself and the Rays here today, but you might be wondering, who is this random person popping up on your video today? Well, I myself am a professional yo-yo player. I started playing 9 years ago. It's been a while. Started when I started working at a toy store in Roseville called Learning Express Toys, a toy store that you may or may not know about. If you haven't heard of them, check them out. They have cool yo-yos there and a cool yo-yo club that you might find some friends like myself or the Rays actually at. As far as yo-yoing is concerned, I started yo-yoing when I started working there way back, a long time ago. I'm getting up there in years. And started there, never really put one down since then. And since then, I have played yo-yo at a variety of locations throughout California, gone across the country to Florida for the World Yo-Yo Contest. I even had the chance to work very closely with some yo-yo companies, doing demos at schools, performing on live TV, and even develop some yo-yo products. This is my own yo-yo that I developed with a company called Monkey Finger Design. Now for National Yo-Yo Day, this is a fun day to celebrate, and it's also a very easy day to celebrate. All you gotta do is celebrate the yo-yo and enjoy it in all of its different forms. Now I know what you might be thinking. How can a yo-yo have different forms? Well, there are different types of yo-yo out there. I myself play 2 different types of yo-yo. One is something called 1A yo-yo, which is just a yo-yo connected to a slip knot right here that connects to my finger, and I can play through a variety of tricks, sort of like what you're seeing right here. Now that's one type of yo-yo. There are 5 types of yo-yo. I specialize in this type right here. The other type I practice is something called 5A. 5A is a type of yo-yo where you have the same type of yo-yo you do with 1A, but instead of having a little loop around your finger on the other end, you have a little thing called a counterweight. Now this counterweight can be in a variety of different forms. It could be a dice, it could just be a little rubber ball or rubber eraser. This is a little doohickey that one of my friends makes out of a bunch of little rings, and I really like it. It's just how I like to play this style of yo-yo. Now having that little weight on the end of the yo-yo string can do is it allows you to open up a whole new library of tricks where the yo-yo doesn't have to be attached to your hand, so like in these tricks here. For example, this is a trick called propeller where the yo-yo just spins around one finger and the other hand can do whatever it wants. Hope you've liked this look into yo-yo and National Yo-Yo Day. All it's left to do now is play some yo-yo. Now, if you've never played yo-yo before, it's okay. You can start off today on National Yo-Yo Day. It is something that can be a little tricky at first, but let me tell you this, in the 9 years I've been playing yo-yo, I always say one thing: anyone can play with a yo-yo. I've seen kids as young as 6 learn to play yo-yo, kids as young as 66 learn to play yo-yo, and get hooked very, very quickly. So, I encourage you to give it a try. Thank you guys for having me on the show, and thanks especially to the Rays for inviting me on. Great to see you all again, and I love the show that you're putting on right now. Hope you guys have a great summer. See you guys soon.
Hi. Welcome back. It's time for a story. This story is about a young man named Will. Now, several months into quarantine, Will Hahn, was contacted to do a special video in honor of Yo-Yo Day, National Yo-Yo Day, for Sing Show. Well, soon after the video aired, Will's sister called him up on FaceTime and said, "Will, the video was great, but you really need a haircut." "Oh, Johnny, get your haircut, haircut, haircut. Johnny, get your haircut just like me." "You see," she said, "it's just a little unruly, and you're not really looking yourself." She happened to know me and gave Will my address to my very own barbershop, where he came to visit me. Wow! Look who it is! It's celebrity professional yo-yo ambassador Will Hahn. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
It's nice to see you. Wow, your hair is looking a bit long. What can I do for you today?
I like to get it cut.
That sounds like a great idea. Hop up. So tell me, young Will. Today, are we doing a haircut and a shave, or just a haircut?
Just a haircut.
Perfect, perfect. By the way, you have a very nice beard.
Thank you.
Yes. You groom it yourself?
Yes.
So now tell me, are you going to go for a long haircut or a shorter haircut today? What are we doing?
Shorter haircut.
Wonderful, wonderful. In fact, I happen to have the perfect pair of scissors right here. Ready, here we go. Oh, Johnny, get your hair cut, haircut, haircut. Johnny, get your hair cut, just like me. Well, I tell you, Will, I think you're going to be very happy. Why don't you take a look at this?
Could be shorter.
Hey, I guess it could be shorter. You're right. You're right. And for that, I happen to have the perfect pair of scissors for a bit shorter haircut right here. Ready, here we go. Oh, Johnny, get your hair cut, haircut, haircut. Johnny, get your hair cut, just like me.
You're gonna chop off my ears.
Well, my mom, she used to tell me that was what was going to happen. This woman who used to cut my hair. But not me. I'm a professional. Take a look at that.
It's okay, but I'd like it a little shorter.
It's just okay? Well, you're really challenging me today, Will. But I'm going to have to pull out the big guns. Here we go. This is my ultimate hair cutting scissors. Here we go. Oh, Johnny, get your hair cut, haircut, haircut. Johnny, get your hair cut, just like me. Oh, Johnny, get your hair cut, haircut, haircut. Johnny, get your hair cut, just like... Oh, they're so sharp. Cut my finger. I think... Luckily, I have this Band-Aid. I'll just wrap it up. I really hope that you're satisfied now. Tell me. How does it look?
It looks amazing.
Amazing? Well, that's great. And you know, not only have we managed to take a little of your hair off, we've also taken a few years off you as well. That's amazing. You look like a new man. Well, that's my story of Will. If you're in need of a haircut, grab yourself a pair of scissors. You could make your scissors like this, or you could make your scissors with a piece of string, or you could make your scissors with your whole body. And let's go ahead and sing along. Here we go. Oh, Johnny, get your hair cut, haircut, haircut. Johnny, get your hair cut, just like me. Oh, Johnny, get your hair cut, haircut, haircut. Johnny, get your hair cut, just like Will. All right. That's story time for today. Well, this has been a lot of fun. We've had a great time. It's great to see you all out there. I'm glad you joined us. If you didn't get a chance to catch the beginning of our show, or you missed a little bit, or you'd like to see it again and maybe watch those videos or our special guests again, or you'd like more information about our guests, please check out our YouTube channel, and there you can watch replays of all our shows. You can watch our special guest videos, plus there's some other little videos that we've posted from different things to make and do with us. So this song will be our last one for today. And this is a song we actually started our sing show with 11 years ago. We had this 11 years. Or weeks. Weeks, months, years. It's all relative. And it goes like this.
Original.
It's original. This is called Prime Time. Thanks for joining us today. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 7, 11, 13. The first 6 numbers in the prime number family. 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, and on and so. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. The first 6 numbers in the prime number family. 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, and on and so. 1 is the loneliest number, hanging with only 1 factor. All his applications to be prime were sent back denied every single time. But 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 got caught in the sieve of the Greek Eratosthenes. 276 BC, he was born in North Africa in Cyrene. And if it's not prime, it's a composite number with 3 or 4 or more different factors. Take a deep breath, here we go. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 14 are just a few examples of the giant number team. But 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, the first 6 numbers in the prime number family. Add them together, you get 41. Is it prime? Yeah. My song is done. Well, almost done. I have got one thing to say, and that is if you take those composite numbers and you break them apart, you can find their prime factorization using something called a factor tree. Da 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 da, factor tree. Da 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 da. You break a number down till the prime numbers are found. Oh, factor tree. Factor tree. Da 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 da, factor tree. Da 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 da. Break a number down till the prime numbers are found. Oh, factor tree. We want to say a big thanks to Lacey Carlson and Will Hahn, our special guests this week. And we'd also like to say a big thank you to all of our Sing Show watchers. And we hope you got your shirts if you ordered them. We've seen lots of you posting this.
Thank you so much for your generosity. We appreciate all of that.
And we'll just go ahead and sing you out with this last little part. Have a great week. Take care of each other. Factor tree. Da 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 da. Factor tree. Da 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 da. Break a number down till the prime numbers are found. Oh, factor tree.